Now, this is truly a sad, sad day to be a Star Wars fan. If you haven't heard, Disney has claimed Star Wars Theory's Vader Fan Film, meaning it will now be monetized or have ads in it, and Disney will take all the revenue earned from it, which is about the most petty thing I could ever imagine out of a multi-billion-dollar company like Disney. And to be a bit more coarse and rough with my words than I usually am here on this channel, it just makes them look butthurt that a fan made something so many other fans have enjoyed, appreciated, and rallied behind during one of the darkest times that the Star Wars community has ever faced. A lot of people say that they liked his film more or thought it was better than The Last Jedi, and a move like this on Disney's part makes them appear afraid that it might be true, that it really is better. It makes them look like they fear what someone did with a dream and a $100,000 budget when they have millions of dollars and the supposed best in the business at their disposal to make their own movies. And instead of them getting behind Star Wars Theory and his project, and do keep in mind that even though he makes money from Star Wars videos, other than his Vader fan film of course, when you really think about it, he is advertising and promoting Star Wars. He is out there hawking their product and keeping people interested in something that many will argue is fading from the spotlight right now. Anyway, instead of getting behind him or even just congratulating him on his accomplishment, Disney and Lucasfilm, as far as I know, have said nothing about it at all. Instead of doing something to embrace and recognize the passion project of a fan, they instead burdened him with restrictions on just what he could do with the film, and he was basically prevented from making money off this project of which he footed the bill entirely. And yeah, I do get it. I can see both sides of the argument here. Star Wars is their IP, and they want to make money off of it. I completely understand that, and don't fault them for it. As I've said many times before in other videos, I get that in order for Star Wars to continue, they must make money off of it. That's business 101 right there. And they don't want just anyone taking their IP and making movies or merchandise and really chipping away at their bottom line. But the truly odd part about claiming this video is, how much revenue do they really stand to gain from it? A few tens of thousands of dollars maybe, which is mere peanuts to a company like Disney? And was this really hurting Disney and the Star Wars IP? Did this have a negative effect on their bottom line? Or was it potentially helping them by pumping some excitement into the Star Wars franchise again? Even if it wasn't Disney Star Wars that everyone was talking about. Because at least it was keeping the franchise alive in the hearts and minds of many people. And though the revenue they stand to make off this is irrelevant to them, it's like you finding a nickel on the street. What might not be so irrelevant is how much they stand to lose from all the fans that they just angered by doing this. Because there's just no way to spin this in a positive way for Disney. None. Again, this just comes off as feeling petty and adds fuel to the fire of hate that so many fans feel towards them right now. I mean, I know I've been extremely critical of Disney in the wake of The Last Jedi, but there are other channels out there who have been far more savage than I could ever hope to be, and news like this is just going to attract them and get them worked up like sharks who smell blood in the water. This is just a PR blunder of epic proportions in a time when they could have started to gain some momentum back with an upcoming Episode 9 trailer and Star Wars Celebration that's right around the corner. And speaking of Celebration, why not show Star Wars Theory's fan film there? Again, why not rally behind this? Why not use the excitement to your advantage and try to really show the fans that you care and listen and take note of the things they do? Instead, the only real communication I feel like we get are the creators of these movies telling us our theories suck or that we're all a bunch of racists and sexist because we think the characters they give us are shallow. And I'm tired of reading articles blaming the fans for the mess Star Wars finds itself in, when it's no one's fault but their own. Because it's also business 101 to never blame your customers unless you want to lose them. Personally, I just don't get this. I don't get what they hope to gain from doing this. And I know some of you out there are probably thinking, what's the big deal? Why does this even matter? It's not like they're trying to have his video taken down, and they were gracious enough to allow him to make it in the first place, when Disney could have called forth their army of lawyers to snuff this whole project out long before it was ever brought to life. So what if Disney is making money off this? It's what they do after all. They make money off their properties. Well, the difference here is for the last year it's felt like Disney has done nothing but ignore us fans, while some of their associates and the mainstream media has attacked us, or attacked the portion of us that didn't enjoy The Last Jedi. Right or wrong, they've given off the impression that they really just don't care about the fans, that they take us for granted. It never feels like they actually address us or want to interact with us. That all they see us as are wallets just waiting to be plundered. And then when one of us fans goes above and beyond and does something truly impressive, and it's not important what you think about the Vader fan film itself, whether it's good or bad is really not what matters here. What does matter is the accomplishment itself. Anyway, after a fan goes on and does this and creates something so many have enjoyed, Disney just looks at it and sees a chance to make a couple bucks. That's it. That's all it means to them, and that's just so sad. It's so sad that they can't even pretend to recognize us fans. It's so sad that the company that owns Star Wars seems to have absolutely no love, appreciation, or respect for the franchise itself, or the ones who love it. And I really do hope this is some kind of mistake. Not that anyone will believe them if Disney comes out and says it is. And if a few years from now Star Wars truly does die, if Disney stops making movies and maybe the franchise is relegated back to just some books and a show here and there, remember this day. Because this was the day the last shroud of the dark side fell, and Disney was revealed for what they truly are. Well, that's all I've got for you this time. And now I'd love to know what you think of this whole situation. Was this their lowest move yet, or is this really no big deal? Let me know in the comments below, and let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.